what are some of the tendencies or traits that they have that jump out that, all right, we got to take care of this?
Yeah. Obviously in different ways. Like, I'm talking to Coach Getter last night, and like, you play Miami, right? And Miami has spurred ability where like they go on these runs and it might be 8-0 in a minute, and you just like, you feel it, right? Everybody knows it. Virginia has the same ability to go 8-0, but it'll be longer, right? And you might not recognize that you're in the midst of an 8-0 run, but it could be a game-changing run, but it could be 3 to 4 minutes. That's where, obviously one of the best defensive teams in the country, and they've been like that for a while, they have the ability to just tighten the screws on you. We know it's going to be a low possession game. We have to value every possession. Whether that means we score or not, fine. But we need to go into that possession knowing that it's the most important possession of the game. Every single time we need to treat it as such, whether there's 20 minutes on the clock, whether it's 2 minutes on the clock in either half. That's what they have the ability to do. And then on top of them offensively making shots, they're a jump shooting team and they can make shots, and got a bunch of guys that make shots. We have to get them into the shots that we want them to take, and then we got to contest those shots.
I know you guys have had practice, but what is a week away from game action do to you for this team, for the psyche of everybody? Because it was coming at you fast from the minute you started.
Yeah, a chance to really like get away and refresh a little bit, chance to reset, but also really focus in on, all right, at 12 games, here's who we are as a team right now in these 12 games. Doesn't mean that's who we're going to be through 30 games, but here's who we are right now. Here's the things we have to change. Here's the things we have to get better at. Here's the things we got to keep doing. And now this will shape us. And 5 games from now, we're going to have another one of those meetings where I talk to them right before film. I'm like, here's where we are after 5 games. Here's what we did in that segment. Here's what we need to improve. Here's what we need to keep doing. And that's how we'll move from there.
You talk about being 12 games in, and this is who you are. This time where it's only ball, practice, and no class, especially in a first-year program, how important is that foundationally for what you want to do?
It's really important. It's really important. Like I challenged these guys and gave them a schedule. I talked about, hey, Malcolm Gladwell said 10,000 hours, right? Until you perfect something. Here's the days we play. Here's the days that we travel. Here's this, that, and the other, right? If you go in and get 500 shots a day and how we mapped it out, you can get 7,000 shots before school starts, right? You're getting better as a player. Our team's getting better during this time, right? Let's deserve to make shots because we're putting the work in. Let's do everything possible for us to improve as a team during this time. And whether that's spending more time together off the court or what we're doing during practice, how we're working on our details, how we're fine-tuning some of the defensive things, this gives us a chance to really, really focus on becoming better.
Micah,